Guard well your spare moments. They are like uncut diamonds. Discard them and their value will never be known. Improve them and they will become the brightest gems in a useful life. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Dare to live the life you have dreamed for yourself. Go forward and make your dreams come true. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Mae Govannen, my Elven brothers and sisters again. Today I'm doing a bit of a new type of video, a different message. For those who have been following my channel, you'll notice in the past that I did a YouTube video one time of just a tour of our Elven Sanctuary. We live on 158 acres here in the mountains of Northern California, and we wanted to show what we had helped to co-create with Eru. Well, today is going to be a little bit different. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a video that I've been wanting to do for a while, because a lot of people say, well, how can I be Elven in today's world, and how can I manifest that on a day-to-day basis? And I've done other videos on that as well, but this is basically a video about me, a day in the life of one elf. So you're going to kind of follow me through my day and see some of the things I do. Hopefully it will help you or inspire you. Keep in mind that even though I'm doing this miles and miles out in the mountains, everything that I'm doing here can be done in the city as well. No matter how dense or dark or chaotic that city is, you can be an elf no matter where you're at. So if you want, follow me through my day and I will see if I can show you a little bit about what it's like, for at least for me, how to deal to be an elf. Well, one of the first things I like to do in the morning is to give my thanks to Eru, to the universe, to light, to God, however you'd like to define it, as long as it is something special and deep in your heart, knowing that there is something greater than you and that you are simply a manifestation of that. So what I often like to do is to go ahead and start the day with reciting in a Zen manner, meaning I focus entirely just on what I'm doing, with nothing else in my mind. And reciting the 5 principles of Reiki, which actually is a very, very Zen thing as well. So this is what I like to do. This day I shall not worry. This day I shall not be angry. This day I shall be honest in my work. This day I shall be grateful for all my blessings. This day I shall be kind to all living beings. What that does is it helps to remind me every day to start my day off with this day I shall not worry. In this day and age where obviously everything seems to be going crazy, there's a lot that people probably can worry about. But again, is your worrying going to change it one iota? Not at all. So I say, this day I shall not worry, this day I shall not be angry. This day I shall be honest in my work. This day I shall be grateful for all my blessings, such a rare thing today. And this day I shall be kind to all living beings. So that's how I like to start off my day, and now I'm going to head off and get the rest of my morning routine done.
I try to take a little time each day, whether it's sitting on the grass or under a tree, to do a short bit of quiet meditation. In other words, to allow myself some time to ground and get back with nature. Each day I like to start off with a fresh glass of fresh squeezed orange juice. Always try to get organic when we can. And it is just one of the highlights of my morning. I do it 7 days a week, 365. I don't eat breakfast, and so this is my start of the day with the orange juice, and I'll kind of sip on it for about an hour or more, just enjoying something fresh and natural. As a lot of you know, I am a raw vegan, and I have been for many years, and for me, I guess this would count as my breakfast. Each day, 7 days a week, I like to do yoga. We generally like to do it outside in the fresh air, especially during the spring and summer and fall. Winter, it might get a little chilly out there, but this is what I do 7 days a week in the morning. Go ahead and get the day started. Yoga's wonderful. It massages the internal organs. It's a type of grounding, and a healthy elf means that we can do more with our lives and be fit. So this is one of my favorite things I like to do every day. What is probably more integral in each elf's life is that of music. Music heals, it grows, it creates. So each day I try to have some form of music in my life, and it is important to me. I play the alto recorder like I have here, I play the psaltery, I play the Elven ocarina. So these are all beautiful instruments, and again, music is such an integral part in healing within any elf's life, I would think. One of the most important things that we can do for the environment, and this is what we do at our Elven Sanctuary, is we run our entire home on a solar electric system. For those who would like to know more about it, you can look at my videos on our Elven Sanctuary. And here, every day, I go out and I check the panels and check the power to make sure everything's looking good, like it was today. As a raw vegan elf, and actually as an elven doctor, I have learned over the years that one of the most important things I can do is to keep myself healthy so that I can live the kind of life I would like to be able to have the resources and to be able to focus when I do manifestation as such. So every day I try to do a combination of walk and run. Where you see I'm at now is in the sanctuary. It's our drive. It's about a quarter mile. So I always try to walk and run every day up and down the hills and such throughout the trees. Another favorite thing I like to do throughout my day, I don't do it every day, but something I very much enjoy, and it is obviously historically a very elven thing to do, is archery. I absolutely adore archery. I have a 60-pound recurve bow that I use here, and the arrow that you're seeing me use, the set of arrows, those are actual medieval arrows with medieval points. I just like to be as authentic as I can, and so I like to do this. It's not only part of the healthy thing I like to do to keep my body fit, because pulling back a 60-pound bow will definitely keep you fit. It's just a hobby, a sport I very much enjoy. Needless to say, as an elf, I do not believe in killing anything. So I just shoot at targets to keep my expertise up, but I will not shoot and kill anything out there unless, of course, it were in self-defense, and I doubt that would be with any animal. So archery is, again, one of my favorite things I enjoy to do, and I try to do it as often as I can. As part of my day, as a doctor, I will often do telehealth with my patients. In other words, doing it over a phone or Skype or through Zoom. So this is one of the ways I'm able to keep up with the patients and do their appointments. As a raw vegan elf, sometimes it might be interesting to try to find the food that I really like to eat. That doesn't mean that being a raw vegan is hard. It's just that everything I do is made from scratch, and it's really quite simple. A lot of people think that when you're a raw vegan that you have to make food every single day, and actually you don't. Here's an example of something I do every so many days, and here is how to make raw vegan yogurt. All right, and it's, as I said, it's completely vegan, completely raw. And here you can see that one of the things we do is we order a lot of nuts like cashews and walnuts and all sorts of other types. And so cashews probably are one of the #1 things that most raw vegans will do, especially a raw vegan elf. We like all of our food fresh and full of life and organic if we can. So here I'm getting ready to make my raw vegan yogurt. So I thought I would run through and show you how it's done. And it's really very, very simple. The whole process probably takes about 5 minutes. And so what I do is I start off with 1 cup of cashews. And what I'm about to do now is to soak them, at least for about an hour or so. A lot of people soak longer, but I will soak them for about an hour. The reason is because the way Eru, the way God, the light intended, is that nuts have something in them called an enzyme inhibitor. And that will actually lock in some of the nutrients so that you can't get them as easily as you would otherwise. So they get soaked, which destroys the enzyme inhibitor. So here's an example. They've been soaking for a while. We've now taken them out, drained them. We put them in a blender, a Vitamix. And so 1 cup of raw cashews soaked, and then a ½ a cup of water. And then right now I'm cutting up a lemon, and I'm going to put the juice of a whole lemon in there as well. Surprisingly, we're actually almost done. So a whole juice of a lemon goes in there along with the cashews and the water. Okay, and then once I get all those squeezed out, we next go to the raw agave. And I prefer the blue agave. It's organic and raw. Use that as a sweetener, and that's what the bacteria will feed on to help make it into a yogurt. So we put a good bit in there to sweeten it up some and also give the bacteria something to eat. And then I put in a little bit, I've already put it in there, supposedly it's a little bit of raw vanilla. Okay, you can if you want, you don't have to. And here I go ahead and blend it up for about, probably about 2-3 minutes. I'll shorten it up a little bit here. I like my yogurt really, really smooth, so we blend it for a little while here, and then I'll kind of speed things up here. And then once it's all blended, we're actually almost through, so you can see the entire process will probably take about 5 minutes to make my yogurt, as far as the prep time is concerned. And like I said, as an elf and a raw vegan elf, I like to have my food fresh and full of life and vibrant. And then the very end process, I will take a couple of probiotic capsules so that it'll be able to make the yogurt. And I'll take them and I'll empty them. I don't put the capsule itself in, but I'll empty them and put the powder into the mixture. And like I said, I like to do 2 of them. A lot of people only do 1, but I like my yogurt a lot thicker. and a lot healthier in that case. And whereas we were blending for about 2, 3, up to 5 minutes for the initial, this we only will blend for about 10 seconds just to get the bacteria mixed in with the rest of the mixture. And at that point, we are just about done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. And I'll take that and I will go ahead and get ready to pour it into the jar. As you can see here, I had forgotten to put the vanilla in there, but so I'm putting it in just to be on the safe side. And this is raw, organic, fresh vanilla. We often like to make it ourselves. Okay, now just get that all mixed up a little bit, and then we are through. I'll go ahead and next, after this, I'm going to go put it into a jar, and I'll generally let it sit out for about 24 to 48 hours. So here we go, very simple. The whole process has been about 5 minutes, like I said. Now it's a nice thick mixture. It's not yogurt yet, but it does taste very, very good even at this point. Now I'll go ahead and get it all in there. As you notice, I'm using a Vitamix, but you don't have to use a Vitamix. You can use most other blenders, will work just fine. Okay, and then I take a piece of paper towel and a rubber band so that it will be able to breathe from the bacteria. And that's it. I am done. That's my yogurt. In the next 24 to 48 hours, it's ready, and then I refrigerate it. And that'll last me about 2 or 3 days. Here you can see that part of my day when I'm trying to do filming is I get photobombed by our male wolf. That's Scene Day. He's about 11 years old, and he likes to photobomb when I'm trying to do videos. Again, part of the joy of our day. Snow white, O lady clear, O queen beyond the western seas, O light to us who wander here amid the world of woven trees. Gilthenial, O Elbereth, clear thy eyes and bright thy breath. Snow white, we sing to thee in a far land beyond the seas. O stars that in the sunless year with shining hand by you were sown, in windy fields now bright and clear, we see your silver blossom blown. O Elbereth Gilthenial, we still remember, we who dwell in this far land beneath the trees, thy starlight on the western seas. And with that, night slowly falls upon our sanctuary for that day. And one of the most wonderful blessings that we have of the land is our little wild elven neighbors who share the sanctuary with us, come out in the evening, and come out to say hello to us all. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and please again, if you have any suggestions or comments, please let me know below. And if you have any ideas of any other videos you'd like to see in the future, I am more than happy to hear them. May all of you have a most blessed and gentle Elven Day. Namari.